How do you like the new digs?
As to where you are?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, here it comes.
I think you're a little distant. You're just too far away from the camera for my liking.
This is where I'm supposed to be. This is how far I want to be away from you.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd like to see you and Jim Moore on that couch together.
Jim Moore's a long way away from me. I'm in Paulsbo, Washington, visiting my mom.
Where is Paulsbo, Washington?
In the peninsula. Do you know where the peninsula is?
Isn't that like Gold Mountain and McCormick?
Yeah.
I just know things based on golf courses.
Yeah, that's right. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're over there.
All right, over there.
Paulsbo's a nice old town, nice Scandinavian town.
Now, how is this going to fit? Have we started yet, by the way? Have we started?
I hit record.
Okay. How is this going to fit in your show when the rest of your show you're going to be coming from the studio? It's not going to flow. It's going to be destroyed. Are you doing the whole show from that couch?
No, I'm not going to do the whole show from this couch, although I should do the whole show from the couch.
You really should.
I really should. I want to.
Beer and let it go. I got questions. I always have questions because you and I don't visit for once a week is all I get. So things kind of accumulate on my mind for you.
And I've got questions for you.
You never have questions for me.
Yes, I do. I got one for you.
You have a question for me?
Yeah, because I want to know something. Because something big is about to happen in the state of Washington that I am all for, but I feel guilty that I'm all for it.
I was a little worried that you were going down the Steve Ballmer road, but
no, I'm not going to go down. I'm not going to touch on Steve Ballmer. I thought about it, but then I'm like, you have a relationship with them. I don't need to get into it.
I was thinking about canceling the KJArents this week because I was trying to avoid all.
Okay, I haven't even read it. I've seen the headline and the tweet.
Okay.
So that's it.
All right, now, do you want to ask your question?
Was he funneling money? What is he doing?
You better be careful. Everybody better be careful. A lot of hurling of accusations until you find out the truth. So
I don't know.
Don't go down the Pablo. What's his name? Pablo Torre?
Pablo Torre. I don't know. He seems pretty confident in his reporting.
Be careful, Puck. I'm just saying, be careful.
Hey, all I wanted him was to be the owner of the Sonics. All right. So it's stunk.
Okay.
Hey, so can I ask you my question first or no?
Okay, because I have questions for you, but go ahead. You go first.
So something big's about to happen here in the next, month or two.
Where?
Maybe probably longer in the state of Washington. But you having spent time in the great state of Arizona, you have been, I would assume, have seen this, certainly have seen it. I don't know if you've actually been in one. Have you been in a Waymo?
See, I'm now 0 for 2 on anticipating the question. I felt like, what was coming? I thought you were setting me up to tell you the story of being in a haboob. Do you know what a haboob is?
Yeah. So, yes, I know what it is. I saw I've seen it. I have a friend that lives down there. He sent me pictures of it before. Have you ever been in a haboob in a Waymo? What would the Waymo do if it was found itself in a haboob? And there might be a person out there that doesn't know what a Waymo is. It is a self-driving Uber. They are in San Francisco,
yes,
Austin, but they're huge in Arizona.
Huge. So everywhere you go, you see Waymos.
I love them. I was on a golf trip there last spring.
Yeah.
And I see them everywhere, and I'm telling my buddies, I'm like, we got to get in one of these. Like, I got to drive in one of these. And one, we're drinking all the time. And I'm like, so no one needs to drive. And I don't want to be in an Uber. Let's take a Waymo. And I bet it's easy. You set it up.
Why not?
That thing comes and pulls up with the spinning little top wheel on it. I'm like, what the hell is this? You get in. And for those who've never been in it, it actually has a steering wheel. You could, looks like a real car. It's a Jaguar.
Right.
And then you get in and it starts pulling away and it starts turning and it's pulling into traffic. Here's one thing I'll tell you about that Waymo. That little shit's aggressive. It pulls out in front of people, passes people, gives people the bird.
I was under the impression. No, the short answer is I've never been in a Waymo, but I see them every day when I'm in Arizona.
Are you scared of the Waymo?
I was at the beginning. I'm not so much anymore. I've gotten used to the idea of sharing the road with the Waymo, but I haven't been in one yet. I think I'll probably be in one and not too.
You got to do it. It's the best. It's clean. It doesn't smell. There's no forced conversation with the driver. But here's my worry with it, and then I'll shut up and move on.
Okay.
Is that I know I'm guilty because I know what it's doing. It's putting a bunch of people out of work. There's a bunch of taxi drivers, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers. I get it. So I feel guilty. It's the same way I feel about spending all like Amazon Prime, where I'm just buying everything on Amazon. I'm putting some small business out of work because I'm buying everything on this thing.
They're not big enough to put anybody out of work. So just enjoy your Waymo experiences.
I love it. It's coming to Washington soon, like in 2 months.
I didn't know that. I can tell you that my guess until you just made your comment was that a Waymo never speeds. But you're telling me it does speed.
Well, I would say it speeds, but it's aggressive how it pulls out in front of cars. Like you would think it would be a little bit more like leery of cars, but it's not. It will pull out in front of somebody. It'll pass somebody. It's a hell of a treat, and you talk to it, and I enjoy it very much.
Can we move on from the Waymo conversation?
You don't like my Waymo story.
It's okay, but I've
got like it.
Well, you put me on ice for 2 weeks. And then you expect me to come back and spend 15 minutes talking about Waymo.
I took a vacation. Am I allowed to take a vacation?
How many do you just put me on ice 2 weeks earlier? I mean, how many vacations are you going to take?
I haven't had a freaking vacation since December. Like that's 1 or 2 days. That's it.
How about the just a few weeks earlier, you went to Gamble Sands. You couldn't be on with me on the Thursday because you're on vacation.
It was 1 day. I was gone for 1 day.
No, you were gone for the Thursday and the Friday.
Yeah, okay, that's 2. I forgot. Can't add. That's 2 days. That's it. Then the last week we were off for Labor Day, and I wanted one trip this summer. My family's been on a trip every weekend this summer. I've been sitting at home.
I am a disenchanted member of the Puck's posse. Yeah. And I think a class action lawsuit is coming.
I do get, and you have to be careful with this. And I'm sure you've gotten this when you've taken time off. And I get why don't you take more time off? I'm like, hey man,
no, that's not what I'm
like you. It's a job. Can I take a break?
I've moved on. This has nothing to do with you taking the days off. I'm telling you, I'm a disenchanted. I feel misled. I feel like I'm going to get the Puck's posse together and we're going to all file a class action lawsuit against you for false advertising. You got a lot of us to sign up, including me. My hand is raised.
Yes.
By offering the sports pit once a week. Did you not?
Oh, that's right. But I have said, and you didn't listen. You didn't listen. I said if anybody wanted a refund based on that, they can have one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've done that.
I want a refund.
You don't get one.
You said anybody.
No, you don't. Other Joe from Kent gets one, not Mitch. It was just a schedule thing. Schedules weren't working out for the three of us, so we had to go once a month.
Once a month?
I know it's not ideal, but it's the best we could do.
I signed up 100%. Because of the sports pit.
I know what you're doing, and I don't like it. Stop it. Stop it. Because I know what you're doing. And over at Mitch Unfiltered, we do our shows every week. I know what you're doing. Stop it.
No, that's not what I was going to say. But what I will say is we are debuting a weekly show with Matt Stritz.
It comes out next week. Sports Pits.
In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to be on 3 out of every 4 weeks. Okay? Week, and then we're off. They're going to do somebody else's show. And then week. That's
then they're on. They're going to be They're going to be on with you like every Monday, and then they'll bypass me, and then they're on with Graz with Gas.
Yeah.
Take 5.
So once a month, really? We go from once a week to once a month. Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot going on. Hey, we got busy schedules. Stretch is busy. I'm busy.
No, they're not.
Yes, Sam Myers, he's got a new job. He's got kids in high school. He's running all around. It's hard.
I kind of think that
it's easy for you and me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's hard to get on a mic once a week for 20 or 25 minutes.
I think it's harder than you're letting on.
It's a little bit of a cop-out.
I think when people are out of the business for as long as they're out, it's hard to do it once a week.
Okay. All right. If you say
Tell me about the haboob.
I think since the last time you and I were together, took my son. My son is a sophomore at the University of Arizona in Tucson.
Oh, good gravy. Good gravy. Can I visit him? I don't know him, but can I just visit him one time? You think it's okay that Uncle Puck comes down to Tucson and see how he's doing?
He's got uncles that he didn't even know about that want to come visit him in Tucson.
I bet he does.
So Dad took son back to Tucson a couple of weeks ago. I think it's since the last time you and I did a KJArent, a chapter. I guess this is becoming a once a month thing for us too. But
it's going to be once every couple months.
A couple months? Okay. And I was driving back from Tucson to Phoenix, and oh my God, I didn't know what was happening. I'm from Florida and Seattle, Washington, and I don't know anything from haboobs. I never even heard the word haboob before.
I just love that it's called haboob. Like of all things.
And I'm telling you, halfway on I-10 going up north and west on I-10, all of a sudden I see lightning, rain, wind, storm, sand, and before you know it, I'm on I-10, 3 lanes. Everybody is stopped right in the middle of the highway. Right in the middle of I'm not talking about pulling off the side of the road.
Stopped in the road.
Yeah. An hour. An hour.
Hours, the haboob is overhead.
The car was tilting, was like going with the wind. Things are flying by.
What did you think? Now, not knowing probably what it was.
I had no idea. I was scared out of my mind.
What did you think? Because here's me. I'm thinking we're under attack and the aliens are coming.
No.
So that's what I think. The aliens have finally come, and this is it.
I'm been told, because we got a place down there, and I've been told that there are a few months during the summer that's called the monsoon.
This Unfiltered's doing well.
This Unfiltered's not doing well. Monsoon season. Have you heard of monsoon season? So I just assume what I'm experiencing right now is a monsoon. And you could not, when I tell you, you could not see 1 foot outside your window in any direction. You could not see anything. I was completely enveloped, is that the word, with sand and dust and rain sideways, and it was unbelievable. I didn't know what the hell was happening, and I didn't know how long it was going to last. And we sat there for just short of an hour. Everybody on the road, nobody moving, 1 hour on I-10.
Are you calling loved ones?
And saying goodbye?
Yeah. Are you doing a goodbye?
No.
I'd be doing a goodbye.
I was actually on the phone with my wife, and at the time, and I said to her, I got to get off the phone. I'm having trouble seeing right now.
Haboob is coming. She said, excuse me?
No, I had not heard the name at that point. I'd never heard of haboob. And she said, what's going on? I said, it's lightning, it's raining, it's sideways wind, it's dust, it's sand. I can't see it. I better get off the phone right now. And I got off the phone to try to concentrate. At that point, we were going about 10 miles an hour, I kid you not, because everybody had their blinkers on, and we were just barely moving. And then it just got to a point, not 5 or 10 minutes later, that everybody just shut it down on all 3 lanes.
Have you ever been caught in a snowstorm?
I have been caught in one driving. Are you asking driving?
Yeah.
Well, I've been in many snowstorms because I went to Syracuse and we had snowstorms on a regular basis.
So you've been you're accustomed to something like this.
No, actually driving once from Green Bay's Lambeau Field back to Appleton, Wisconsin. I can't remember what year it was. I was covering a playoff game for the mighty 950 KJR, and I was by myself again, not knowing how to drive in snow, trying to drive from Lambeau Field to Appleton, Wisconsin. Now, you got to understand, before you call me a wimpy driver, I have driven in hurricanes.
Come on, you didn't drive in a hurricane.
Oh,
Why are you driving in a hurricane? What kind of fool does that?
Okay, maybe not a hurricane, but a tropical storm. Growing up in Florida, we had hurricanes every single year. Yeah, so torrential downpours where you can't see, I'm fine with for some reason.
Yeah.
But the snowstorm and the haboob, I'm telling you.
I'm out. What do you do? I'm fascinated by the hurricane. What do you do in the hurricane? You get the sirens. It happens. Everyone knows it's coming. What do you do? It's not like a tornado. There's not a bunker, right? You don't go and. What do you do?
You just hope that your house or your home or wherever you live is not affected by the hurricane. I mean, you just kind of strap down. I think people are so used to it in Florida that a lot of people just kind of shrug it off.
Well, okay, but here's what I don't understand about this. In the Midwest with the tornadoes, they all have the storm shelters underneath, like their garages and things. Why don't they have that in Florida?
No, we don't have that. Because
why?
We're tougher than them.
Tougher. I always thought people from Florida were much tougher than people in the Midwest.
Yeah. I can remember, this is actually a true story, and it's one of, I believe, I think it was Mike Holmgren who loved this story. I was on KJR one morning many years ago, and there was a hurricane in South Florida, and it was bad. And I had CNN on the TV. I don't even think we were in the place. I think we were on Elliott Avenue, but not in the place where they are now. And it was really bad. And I turned on CNN, and they had a live shot of a guy, the guy that's like holding onto the pole.
Yeah, like the Weather Channel guy?
Yes. And he's in West Palm Beach, Florida, where there's 110 mile an hour winds, and he's holding on to poles or whatever. And he's standing like 7 miles from where my parents' house is.
Yeah.
So I figured I wouldn't get through because probably all the lines were out. I called my mom during the hurricane on the show. I said, let's call Seal Levy and get her on the show because they're in the middle of a hurricane right now. Why are you shaking your head? Like, what
would you do that for?
I thought it might be entertaining to some people.
Entertaining if the hurricane at that moment hits her house and then all of a sudden she's ripped out?
She's right in the middle of the hurricane at the moment, and I call her. She answers, and hey, Mitchell, how are you? I said, Mom, is everybody okay? She's like, okay about what? I said, you're in the middle of a hurricane right now. Oh, you know these hurricanes.
They come and go. And then
so I said to her, Mom, you're okay. She says, oh, come on. You're really calling and asking me about being, how many of these things have we been? It's fine. I said, where's Dad?
Outside.
She says, outside. I said, where is he? She said, the outside fan blew off the top of the roof, off of the ceiling, and he's outside looking for it. I said, Dad, is my 70-year-old father's outside in 110 mile
with them.
They just don't care. People don't care.
Out there working on a short game, I thought, like, let me get this 9-iron, see if I can punch it into this wind, see if get a low cut bump and run, see what happens. Is this what we talk about to avoid the collapse of the baseball team?
Yeah, we talk about this. We talk about football season. Your Cougs were really scintillating this past week.
Hey, they won.
Boy, oh boy.
I'm going to give you the best bet of the year. I'm handing out free advice, 1-800-282-FREE.
Yes.
Does that work? No. Take the under in every game.
Really?
Every single game, take the under.
What happened to the old Cougar football program that I grew up with?
It's different.
You take the over every game.
This is ground and pound, Mitch.
Ground
Keep
and
it
pound.
Close, tough defense. Going to run the ball, although could not run the ball against Idaho. Only 3 yards. This is 3 yards in a cloud of dust with 3 yards total. This is going to take the under in every game. Okay. It's going to be the easiest win of the year for you.
How about taking the over in every game of the Washington Huskies, because they're not going to stop anybody, and they got a good quarterback, a good running back, and a good wide receiver who are going to be dynamic.
I read everything and saw some highlights. I did not watch it, but the gist of it I'm getting is Williams great, Coleman great, offensive line great, defense still stinks. Right?
I don't know that I'd go offensive line great.
Okay, very good, better.
I would just say offensive line did a great job in run blocking. The kid, Williams was running for his life on every play.
Oh, he was.
Oh my God, he was Houdini back there running around. He's fun. He's like a video game quarterback. Like watching a video game quarterback. They are going to be very fun to watch.
It's Kyler Murray.
Yeah, he's a little bit like Kyler Murray. A little bit like Kyler Murray.
He's a great quarterback. How much do you think they're paying him? What do you think he costs?
Well, I would guess
$2 million.
I don't think it's that much.
Well, Mateer's $3 million.
Yeah, but he's at Oklahoma.
Okay.
And he had a pedigree when he went to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I think when Washington got Well, I guess they had to probably re-up after the Sun Bowl last year.
Of course.
Probably went asking for more money. I can't imagine they're paying him $2 million.
The best guess would be what?
Tell you. Ask Dave Mahler. He'll probably. My best guess. I would have thought, until you said $2 million, I would have guessed like $750,000 or something.
Way.
Like that.
No way. He's making $1 million at least.
Is he? Okay.
I would bet my life on that.
I don't know those things.
It's unbelievable. This day and age of college football, you can just and the funny thing about this whole BS of name, image, and likeness, none of them do anything. There's no name, image, and likeness. They're just getting paid.
That's right.
No one does anything.
No.
There's like cutting commercials or pitching any products. A few players are, but let me ask you. So let's assume Williams is making $1 million.
Okay.
Has he been anywhere? Has he been on a commercial? Is he pitching anything?
Would you recognize him if you ran into him on the street?
No.
I would not either. So he's not on TV without
Coleman maybe, but
Coleman is a damn good running back.
Oh, he's a stud.
Great college running back. I don't know if either of these two guys and the receiver 12, is it 12? The receiver is good too, by the way. They're top receiver. Very good. Yeah, Boston. Yeah. He's good too. I don't know that any of these guys are great pros, but boy, they are fun. They are going to be, and I'm not a Washington fan. I can do with or without him. My son went there. I'm more of a Syracuse guy. We lost to Tennessee. That's all I care really that much about. But these guys are fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, wait till they run into Jimmy Rogers and that defense coming up in a few weeks. Shut them down in Pullman, in God's country. 20-16.
Oh, I still have questions.
Okay, fire away.
So this is a shameless plug, but it's also a question. We do a thing on Mitch Unfiltered.
It's doing quite well based on.
We do a thing on Mitch Unfiltered. I think for the last, I want to say 6 years, maybe 5 years. We do a simple football contest. And the beauty in our football contest is its simplicity. It's a very simple football picking contest. It's the age-old, you got to listen to the show to know the password to be able to make your picks. And basically what I do is I personally select 3 NFL games a week. Just the games. I put them on the website, okay? And I ask people to answer who's going to win. No spreads, no lines, just 3 games. Yeah. 3 NFL games each week, okay? And I ask people to pick the games, who's going to win. And we keep track of how many you pick right over 17 or 18 weeks. And if you pick more right than Mitch and his group, you win. Everybody who does. Everybody who beats us wins. The top guy gets $1,000.
Ooh. We
have gift cards and prizes.
And rework my prize package that I put out. Jesus. That $500 not looking all that good right now. You come with $1,000.
And the glory is all you got to do is beat Mitch and his team.
Okay.
That's it. If 1,000 people beat us, 1,000 people get a prize. Last year, I think only 2 people beat me. I was the standout performer of our team, so only 2 people beat us.
So you buy yourself a prize, or
no? I just gave out only 2. That's a blessing. It's a very blessing. But what I'm asking, it's called Beat the Boys.
Okay.
And all I'm asking you is, would you be willing just to be one of the boys this year? So they got to beat you, me, Slick, Hot Shot, the group, Danny O'Neill. You're part of. I just want you to be on the team, and all that involves is, and I'll remind you every week, hey, would you just pick these 3 games? Just go online and just hit the box of the team that you think is going to win these 3 games. That's it. Would you do that?
2 questions. One is, who turned you down?
Nobody. I'm going to add. In fact, the team has already been assembled, but as I was getting ready for this interview, I thought, why don't I ask Puck to be on the team this year? And we'll just
Marvel or something? You're assembling a team? Avengers? Assembling a team. You're picking games. What's my cut out of this? Do I got a cut or something?
You get nothing.
Just shame. Shame when everyone beats me.
I'm just asking you to be on the team. It starts week 2. Doesn't even start week 1. We're not even starting it this week.
Right, what's wrong with week 1? You got a problem with week 1 games?
Yeah, I got a problem with the week 1 game.
Hell, you don't like the week 1 game? You don't want Seahawks Niners?
We're starting week 2. That'll mean 17 times 3. You're going to pick 51 games.
I'm in.
And all we're going to do is see who beats all of the guys on our team.
Okay.
Who beats the boys. I want you to be one of the boys.
Good.
That's all right.
You guys all sign. I got one. Puck Survivor at pucksports.com.
I know you do.
NFL Survivor Pool.
I don't want to confuse your audience because they're not very bright.
But now I've got up the grand prize.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
That's
I want to compare I got it. 3 games. Just
3
NFL.
Games. That's it. 3 games each week. And so for the listeners, you go to MitchUnfiltered.com. You click on Beat the Boys.
Okay.
It'll ask you to register your name. And then each week, now here's the trick, not for you, because I'm going to take you off the hook. But here's the catch. There's always a catch, right?
Yeah.
For the listeners, they got to hear the password that we say on the show to be able to make their picks. When they go in to make their picks each week, it's going to say, what's the password that Mitch announced on the show? If they don't know that, then they can't make their picks that week. I'm going to give you. In fact, if you ask me on the KJArent each week, what's the password? I'll tell you. No,
there you go.
No, I probably won't. I only think, can I take that back? I don't think I will.
Yeah, you have to do it now. You promised it. You're in.
So you go to MitchUnfiltered.com between now and week 2, click on Beat the Boys, and then we're going to ask you to make 3 NFL picks each week for the rest of the year. Like, if we did do week 1, we would include San Francisco and Seattle. And I would say to you, Puck, who would you pick in San Francisco? No lines, no spreads.
I'm going to be a homer. I'll be a homer. I'll take the Seahawks.
The Seahawks.
Although I don't think that's much of a homer. I mean, they're at home. They're a favorite in the game anyways.
Are they favored in the game?
Yeah, by 1.5, 2.5.
I didn't see that. Okay.
Or am I wrong? Is it the other way around? Or the Niners favored?
I don't know. I thought the Niners were favored, but I don't know. I don't know these things. I don't follow the spread.
Hold on.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would take the Seahawks. Yeah, why not? Glass half full. It's got to be make up for the damn Mariners. Drive me nuts. All right, I'm in.
Boys,
love it.
You're in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sold. We didn't even talk Mariners. We did nothing. A little Huskies, good. Seahawks, good. Last thing, are you excited for the Seahawks season? Your glass half empty a little bit.
Well, I'm always glass half empty.
Well, I know, but you don't. Just a little excitement.
Well, I'm always excited for the start of a football season, so I'm always intrigued by that. If you're asking me, am I excited because I think the Seahawks are going to be really good?
Yeah.
I'm cynical about that.
10-7. 10-7 make the playoffs.
Wild card?
Yeah.
Who wins the division? The Rams?
San Francisco.
I did a thing with Lock and 4. I do a thing with Lock and 4. He said
Sure.
The Rams, if Matthew Stafford gets through the season, the Rams are by far the best team in the NFC West.
With Lock and 4, do you have to mute them, especially during the election time? Do you have to? It's great. It gets a little aggressive.
He's like a Waymo.
He's like a Waymo. All right, Mitchie. Good to catch up with you.
So next week, yes, or
yeah, next week, yeah. No, well, maybe. Have you ever? I thought about doing this monthly. What do you think?
I'm trying to figure out whether I'm looking at you to see if you're serious about it. Do you really want? You really?
Next week is. I can't wait for next week.
Did you really want to do it monthly?
No, I don't want to do it monthly. Next week's a date.
Now I'm going to pout now for the next 15 minutes because you want to do it monthly.
See you, Mitchie.